All right, all right. We are here today. It's Sunday 7 with AN-T-NEES. And I've got my brother-in-law here with me. And we want to talk a little bit about sports and children. The importance of having your children in some type of sports activity in addition to, their normal school work. It's always good to either have them in some type of sports, some type of art, music situation, and or just to keep them kind of active and help make them well-rounded and balanced. That's really what this is about. So my brother-in-law here, Mark, he is really heavy into the sports arena with children. My nephew Malik, he actually graduated a few days ago, and he's been in the baseball. Oh my God, how long, Mark? Since he was how old?
Ever since he was 5, been in baseball.
Got you. He played what they call the little T-ball, where you put the ball on the tee, and the little boys walk up there and hit. Man, I tell you, I remember back when I first watched Malik play baseball. They weren't calling it baseball then; they were calling it T-ball. But those little fellows would walk up to that tee and hit that ball, and I've watched him from that age up to where he is now. He's 18 now, playing baseball. He's been in sports. His dad has made sure that he stayed in pretty much. You have had him in every type of sports activity.
Yeah, it's very important for kids to stay in sports for two things. It's good for their physical health. It's also good for mental health and just learning and meeting new people. Because that was the first thing we got Malik in the sports for, because he was homeschooled at the time.
Yes.
So we wanted him to meet people and interact with other people. And sports was a good way of him learning new people, different ways of life, and different avenues. And so he got to know those people, and that's what the first thing that sports did for him, learning how to be able to interact with other kids and stuff like that. That was the first thing that it done. The second thing, like I said, it kept him active, where his body and he stayed in shape. He wasn't one of the kids that laid around all the time, because he was constantly playing ball. And when he got to the point where he liked it, and we seen that he was going to be able to be a pretty decent player, that's when we started investing into it, and where he is right today.
Exactly. And he's a good kid overall too. Kind of sound in mind, like you said. Well-rounded young man. So as you have been with Malik all of his childhood into his young adulthood now, you've been right there with him. You know, being at every game. He actually coached his own son. Every step of the way, he was right there and still is to this day with his son. Malik is due to go off to college now, and he got a scholarship to play baseball. That was his main sport. But Mark has actually been there with Malik from the very first day he started playing sports. He was his coach and still is to this day. So tell us a little bit about how that is being his coach.
Well, it's fun just to be coach and dad for me. Now, for him, it might be a little different, because we talk about sports a lot. I do.
Yeah.
And try to get him to understand the importance of the things where he can go with sports, and how, if he could continue with it, how good he could be. And but the thing I like about it, it made sure he never got in any trouble. So
that's good.
That's the sports thing. By being in it, training, working out, he never ever got into trouble. And his friends that he played with, they never got in any trouble. And so you got like-minded kids doing the same thing, trying to push each other to get to the next level. And you got good kids, they turn out to be good kids because now they got one goal and they're working together to achieve that goal, and that was one of the main things. And most kids that in sports and in sports deeply, and I would tell any parent if they kids love it or whatever it is, if it's sports, music, or whatever, encourage them,
Yes.
push them, stay with them, and make sure they just continue and nurture whatever they want to
Whatever
do.
that is.
Yeah, just water it and let it grow. It will grow. You just have to water it and just keep working with them on whatever they feel that they're good at. And like I told them, if it wasn't baseball, we would be doing something else
Right.
because we're just not going to stay idle.
Right.
We're not going to just do nothing. We're going to do something to make us better as a person.
Yes. Yes. And speaking of that, you know, you said if it wasn't baseball, it'd be something else. Those something else family was basketball, football. I think he played at just about every sports with the exception of soccer.
Yeah, I'm a sports guy myself, so I enjoy sports, and I was blessed that he really enjoys it too. So we had a good time, and it was a family thing.
Yes, it did.
The whole family came to watch. The whole family encouraged him, and
that support
and
system
it's amazing. And when you have a good support system, you'd be surprised how tight the family gets. It's not just for the kids, it's for the whole family.
Yeah.
It seems like it draws the whole family tight, and that's a amazing thing to see when everybody comes together and enjoy the sport.
Gotcha. Now you know Malik is heavy into sports, but earlier on he was into music.
Yeah, he's into music.
He wanted to play a little bit of keyboard.
Some
He
drums.
was drumming. I remember he used to get on those drums, man. I was just amazed. I was like, look at this little fella on this drum.
Well, he got his musical side from you guys. You and his mom, singers, and his granddad is a singer.
Yes.
So
yes,
that music
big time
part
music.
was actually his very first love.
Yes.
Ever before even sports got involved, he was heavy into the drums.
Yes, he was.
And he played
yes, he was.
all the time. And of course, when he liked it, we bought him for a kid a very expensive drum set just for a kid, but that's what he liked. So like I said, anything that you see your kids want to do or involved in, push them.
Yeah.
You know, let them spread their wings and do what they enjoy.
Yeah, but you're right about that. The main thing is trying to help understand what it is they want to do. You know, and whatever that thing may be, you have to family, like as my brother-in-law here is saying, you got to get with that child and help nurture and really form whatever that thing may be, and also let them know and they feel like they're supported. They're supported with whatever choice they make, be it sports, be it music, be it arts, whatever the case may be.
Oh yeah, just like I said, you just introduce several things to them. Things that you may know about, some things you might not even know about, but just introduce them to it and see which one they grab a hold to. And what I learned about kids, because I've been coaching for a long time, probably 20 years now, if a kid is good at something, they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Whatever they figure that they're really good at, and they think they're pretty good at it, they're gonna gravitate to it. They're gonna want to do it more and more. So that's where the encouraging part come in at. If they're pretty good at it, they think they're good at it, help them to get good at it, and they will just latch on to it.
Right. Okay, so back in the day when you were in high school, did you play any sports yourself?
Oh yeah, I did everything. I was basically like Malik. I played football, a little basketball, and baseball. Those was my three best sports. Basically like what he do now.
Yeah. So what about family, father, mother? You had that support with
they was supportive. If things are different like now, you have so many different avenues now. You have so many different places to play now.
Mm-hmm.
You have like when we go now, we got indoor facilities to play.
Yes, yeah,
We
that's
have
true.
better fields to play at. We just it's that thing is more better now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my mom and my dad always, encourage me just to do the things that I like to do, and I think that's why I do with him. If you like it, I'm gonna let's do it,
Gotcha.
and just push.
Now, what's a routine that you take Malik through? Because I know I've seen you work out with Malik, and family, it can be pretty rigorous. That
Hmm.
routine that he takes Malik through. You talking about a guy, a small frame guy, but very cut,
Hmm.
muscular. Because my brother-in-law Mark here, he takes Malik through a very rigorous training. Tell us a little bit about that
Well,
training.
our training goes because Malik is a speed guy, so
Hmm.
we do a lot of legs. We do a lot of running, do a lot of legs. We'll have to invite you to one of our leg workout days, and show you how we actually perform our workout on our leg days. But yes, we work out, but we as a baseball player, it's a different workout than as a football player.
I can
So we're
imagine.
not trying to get like bulky, but like you said, we try to get cut,
Uh-huh.
and we're trying to stay fast at the same time. We want to keep the speed, and be flexible, because baseball is a different sport than football.
Hmm.
It's not as physical to the body,
Right.
but it's physical, and you have to play a lot of innings.
Hmm.
You have to play multiple days in a row. So it's physical for its wear and tear on the body, but not as physical as an impact for people colliding
Right.
every play like football. So it's a
Right.
different, and like basketball is another one of his sports. So another sport that you have to stay lean and flexible with. So
Hmm.
we make sure you stay flexible. So our workout, we do a lot of reps,
Hmm.
as far as sometimes not as heavy
Hmm.
sometimes, but a lot of reps, and keeping flexible and trim.
Got you.
Hmm.
So, I do know that you know football versus baseball,
Hmm.
impact, non-impact. Even though you don't train to be very muscular, but when you step up to that plate
Hmm.
to hit the ball, you
Hmm.
do need some
Oh,
type of
you
power
got to have power to
behind
hit.
you
Yes.
to hit that
Yeah, you
ball.
got to
And
have
now, how do
power.
you do that? That's more of an upper.
Yeah, that also come with technique.
Okay.
You can get a lot of power through technique, because I know a lot of guys that's not physically opposing, but they can hit the ball a long way, and that comes
Got it.
from a
Got
lot
it.
of technique. So in baseball, we work on a lot of technique. We
Hmm.
train a lot of ground balls for infielders, a lot of fly balls for outfielders, a lot of hitting for everybody, for pitchers, a lot of pitching, a lot
Right.
of pitching. So baseball is a routine,
Hmm.
and you have to continue doing the routine constantly,
Got it.
constantly, and constantly working. That's why I would tell all parents, if you want your kid to be good at it, it takes time.
Hmm.
So spend a lot of time with your kids, or get your kids a coach or somebody that's going to spend time with him, because you got a lot of kids out there can be great at what they do, but the time and the practice, uh, they're not putting in the work to be good.
Right.
You have to put in the work.
Gotta
Whether
put that
you
work
know that
in.
because you was a senior, and y'all
Yeah.
spend a lot of time
Yeah.
in the studio,
Studios.
a lot of
I
time.
mean, every day.
Every day, I know. So you
For
spend a lot of
hours.
time for hours. But to be good at something, you have to put time in. You just can't, like my son, he had good speed. I said, just because you fast, you just don't stop try to get fast. You try to get
Yes.
faster, because the name of the game is trying to better yourself. And like I said, whether you go to the next level or whether you go do something else, the training that you have and bettering yourself in one thing can help you better yourself in something else.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. So now that Malik has graduated from high school, he's
Hmm.
getting ready to go off to college on a
Hmm.
baseball scholarship. What's next for you? I know you've had several people
Hmm.
come to you
Hmm.
and wanting you to help coach teams. This guy is so great, family, at coaching uh, teams. It's just incredible the amount of work he puts in with those children to help, like as he said, to hone and sharpen those skills, to just be there. He's like a father to them. And I know one of the kids that just graduated, he told him, he said, man, I feel like I was y'all father. And the kid told him, Coach Price, you was our father, because every day it was an everyday thing. So what's next for you?
I'm still thinking about it because I love the kids, number one, and I love to see kids grow and get better. So I'm still thinking about it. If not, maybe I do some training, because that's where the kids is losing. Because you got coaches out there, they're about winning games.
Right.
I was about making the kid better. And I think that's why me and the kids
just a
that I
better
coach,
person,
yes,
all around.
that's why I think me and the kids that I coach, we have a great bond, because it was more than just winning and losing. It was about, hey, we getting to know each other. We're getting better as people. We're getting better, and as we grinding together, you know, and we teaching, and not just about let's go out there and let's win a game, or we're gonna try to pick the best guys out the group and we're gonna try to just win a game. I'm gonna develop some guys. We're gonna get better.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna get better, and that's why. So I'm still thinking about it. I got a couple of offers, but like I said, I still like training with kids though.
Good. Well, I want to tell you this, brother-in-law. I look forward to you taking up on some of those offers, because you're good at it. You know, you're really good at it. And you know, family, sometimes when he's just out at the games, supporting Malik in his games, if they run short on a coach, let's say a first baseman or whatever, second or third, first base coach, they'll run to Coach Price in a minute and say, hey, can you pitch in for us? And he gladly does it. So I'm looking forward to you taking up on some of those offers, because I mean, that's your thing too.
Oh yeah,
you're good with those children.
And
you know how you understand them, and they can relate to you. They respect you, and they take your feedback well.
Yeah.
You know,
we like to. I believe, even though you grinding, because that's what playing sports is a grind, but you can still have fun in it. You can still have fun and learning, and that's what I try to teach the kids. In learning, you can have fun, because that's why I think a lot of kids fall out of love with anything, because it's such hard work and it's no fun, and all kids want to have fun.
Yes.
So you got to have some fun, even when it's hard work. Have fun, laugh about it. We got jokes that we tell now that we remember when we was some of the kids was 7, 8 years old, and they 18 now, and going off. Most of my kids are now going off to college, and we still laugh at some of those same jokes, because it's fun.
Yes.
We have a good time, you know, and they everywhere. They all over now, going to school. So, you know, I'm proud of them, and you know, and the other coaches that used to coach with me.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a happy time. It's a sad time for me, because my little nephew has grown up and moving on with his life. It just seemed like the time went by so fast. I remember when Malik would get out of a car seat in the back of the car, go out on the baseball field and play like a grown man, and then get back in a car seat. I'm like, what is up with that? It's like he would transform when he got
on the baseball field.
And he get back in the car seat,
turn into a little kid again.
Little 5-year-old get back in the car seat or whatever, and I'm like, this is crazy. And then I looked at him the other day, and I was like, where did the time go? What happened? He's not supposed to be graduating yet.
That's how I feel. Like it just, time just go by so fast, and like I said, I have seen so many that I've coached that's gone on, even because I was coaching before Malik was even born. So I was coaching football, and then I went to football, from football to basketball. And all of those guys has gone on. They got kids.
Yes.
And time just goes by so fast, because it's like when you're coaching and playing, you're not, it's like time just go on. You're standing still, so you don't recognize time. Next thing you know, another year go by, and another year go by. Next thing you know, they grown.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
grown.
to your point, we the time is so short. So definitely, family, the whole point here is take time out with your children, invest in your children, help them decide what it is they want to do, and support them in what their decisions are. And sports is actually one of those things that truly help out.
Physically,
Yes.
mentally.
You know, to help keep your child a very well-rounded person. But I want to thank you so much for taking the time
Oh, anytime.
to talk with me today. And family, we're going to see a whole lot more from my brother-in-law here because he's heavy into that sports, and I'll be bringing you along with me to check out some of their workouts. As he mentioned, he invited me to come and check out their leg workouts and some of the different routines and what do you call it, techniques.
Yeah, we got
that they'll do.
on field workouts, so we'll let you see some of those.
Okay. And I'll be bringing you along on that journey, family. But with that, thank you again, brother-in-law. I
Always,
surely appreciate it.
always.
I appreciate y'all. This is my brother-in-law, my brother-in-law. But again, this is Sunday 7 with AN-T-NEES. And as always, you know, these are the Honky Tonk Chronicles. Peace, everyone.